As she sat at her desk, staring blankly at her computer screen, Emily couldn't help but feel a sense of restlessness. She was a modern-day witch with a deep understanding of the arcane arts and a natural talent for spellcasting. But her life had taken an unexpected turn when she landed a job as an administrative assistant in a large corporation. Emily's day began like any other. She sipped her coffee, checked her email, and settled into her chair. But as she booted up her computer, she felt the familiar tingle of magic coursing through her veins. She was trying to cast a spell to protect herself from the monotony of her job, but it was proving to be more difficult than expected. She tried to focus on her work, but her mind kept wandering back to her latest magical project, a ritual to enhance her intuition and psychic abilities. She had been studying for weeks, poring over ancient texts and practicing her spells in secret. But with her job demanding so much of her time and energy, she was struggling to make progress. As the morning wore on, Emily found herself becoming increasingly frustrated. Her boss was breathing down her neck, asking her to complete tasks that were well beyond her abilities. She felt like a mere mortal, trapped in a world of magic and wonder, but unable to tap into it when she needed it most. She took a deep breath and tried to calm herself down. Maybe she could find a way to balance her magical pursuits with her job, she thought. But as she began working on a report, she couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Her coworker Sarah was being particularly annoying today. She seemed to be enjoying Emily's frustration, making snide comments and laughing at her expense. Emily felt like lashing out, but she bit back her temper. She didn't want to jeopardize her job or alienate her colleagues. Just as she was starting to feel like she was getting nowhere, Emily remembered the words of an old mentor, "The magic is within you always." She took a moment to focus on her breath and center herself. Suddenly, she felt a surge of energy flow through her body. She realized that she didn't have to choose between her job and her magic. She could find a way to integrate them. She began brainstorming ideas for how she could use her magical abilities in her workplace, perhaps by using spellcasting to enhance productivity or boost morale. As the day drew to a close, Emily felt a sense of hope that she hadn't felt in weeks. Maybe, just maybe, she could find a way to balance her passions and pursue her dreams while still working a 9-to-5 job. She left the office feeling more energized and motivated than she had in months. Over the weekend, Emily spent hours poring over ancient texts and practicing her spells. She worked on a new ritual to enhance her productivity and creativity, using herbs and incense to amplify her magical energy. As she cast the spell, she felt a sense of calm and clarity wash over her. When Monday rolled around, Emily was ready to tackle her job with renewed enthusiasm. She used her magical abilities to boost her focus and concentration, working on reports and proposals with ease. Her co-workers were impressed by her sudden improvement in productivity, and Sarah stopped making snide comments. As the weeks went by, Emily continued to find ways to integrate her magic into her workplace. She used spellcasting to enhance team morale, creating a more positive and supportive work environment. She even started a small side project using her magical abilities to create handmade crafts for charity auctions. And although it wasn't always easy, Emily knew that she had made the right decision. She was living her dream, pursuing both her passions and her career with confidence and creativity. As she sat at her desk, surrounded by the trappings of modern office life, she felt a sense of peace and contentment wash over her. Was it possible to have it all? Emily thought to herself, smiling. "I'm not sure, but I'm willing to try." As the months went by, Emily's magical abilities continued to grow stronger. She became known as one of the most talented witches in her company, using her powers to bring good fortune and success to those around her. And although she still faced challenges and setbacks, she knew that she was ready for whatever came next. After all, magic is all about adaptability and resilience. And Emily had learned a thing or two about both of those qualities. As the days turned into weeks, Emily began to notice changes in herself. She felt more confident and self-assured, her magical abilities growing stronger with each passing day. She started to see the world in a different light, as a place of wonder and magic where anything was possible. And she knew that no matter what lay ahead, she would be ready. For Emily had discovered the secret to balancing spellcasting with a mundane office job, believing in herself and her abilities.